That's nest in sight. Yeah.
See it?
Yep, I see him.
You can. Let's try 140.
Trying to find the nest of an endangered bird species in an expansive conservation area is painstaking work.
Hard to see on top of trees if you can't get up there. When we've done these surveys in the past, it requires you to walk through the habitat. And there are birds that nest in the trees, there are birds that nest in the bushes, there are also birds that nest on the ground. And so inadvertently, it's not inconceivable that we could actually damage the very species that we're surveying for. There's got to be another solution for how to do these surveys.
Everything set up?
Now, there is hope in the air, thanks to engineers like Eric Lowe
Safety switch off.
and biologists like James Danoff-Burg.
The best part is that I get to fly drones for my work.
They're working together to perfect a drone-mounted thermal camera to detect and ultimately save any type of endangered birds that are threatened by land development.
The infrared camera shows you how hot everything in the image is. So, the hottest bits will be white, the coolest bits will be black, and then everything in between is, some shade of gray.
Today, they're running an important trial. Their only other test failed miserably. The air temperature was just too warm for there to be any noticeable difference between it and the nests, no matter what height the drone was at.
Well, the last time we went out to fly, things were getting dicey after 50 feet, so hopefully we can push higher than that, but it's been a challenge.
We'll need to have a high difference between the temperature of the birds and the ambient temperature surrounding it.
On top of that, it's not nesting season right now, so James has to cook one up himself.
The ideal temperature is usually between 105 and 115 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what baby birds usually are, the body's temperatures of those. So we're trying to mimic that with these rocks. So we'll take these rocks and put them in the nest. Just a quick check. So the birds are 42 or so Celsius, and the environment behind them about 19.8 Celsius. So that's good.
For Eric and James, the heat is on, and they're already concerned about how well this will work.
Ready to go? Yep. The rocks are dumping heat really quick. They're losing it very fast. When I put them out, they were 42 and a half, but probably now they're closer to 35 or so. So we're losing a lot of thermal differences.
Arming.
As the altitude count goes up,
Altitude 20, 30, 40.
so does James's mood.
55, 60,
still see it.
65, 70, 75, 80,
Still see it.
85, 90,
Oh, that's
95, 100.
It's so much better than what we had hoped, actually. It's science. And right now, the background plants are about 17 and a half Celsius, and the rocks are 42 and a half Celsius. So that's about 24 degrees difference, which is more than enough to be able to resolve it, because it just pops. It's just this bright white light on the screen. That's the nest. This is one coffee cup. That's the other coffee cup.
Awesome, it works! And we can detect coffee cups in the wild.
There are still more hurdles to clear, like reducing the copter's noise and trying out a visible light camera to record video of their targets. But today's success has James white hot with excitement.
An alternative way to survey for the birds that doesn't involve disturbing the habitat, ideally does not involve disturbing the birds, does it quickly, does it cheaply, and gets higher quality data, that's a win all around.